Did you know Apple might be facing a pivotal decision that could redefine global privacy standards? Stick around to hear how the UK government's secret demand could shake up the tech world. Welcome to the Apple Daily News. This podcast is created by Generative AI. Today is February 10th, 2025, and we've got a fascinating lineup of stories for you. From privacy battles to groundbreaking tech innovations, let's dive in. As always, links to all stories can be found in the episode notes. Let's kick things off with a major privacy controversy involving Apple and the UK government. Reports have surfaced that the UK has secretly ordered Apple to create a backdoor in iCloud, granting access to encrypted data. This demand has sparked significant concerns about user privacy and security. Apple now faces three potential paths forward. First, they could comply, but this would set a dangerous precedent, opening the door for other governments to make similar demands. Second, Apple could pull out of the UK market entirely, a drastic move that would involve closing stores, halting iCloud services, and laying off thousands of employees. However, this could also fuel the perception that tech giants wield more power than sovereign nations. The third option, and perhaps the most intriguing, is decentralizing iCloud. By allowing third-party and self-hosted providers to manage data, Apple could make it harder for any single government to access user information. While this might impact revenue, it would bolster privacy and security. The stakes are high, as this decision could influence global privacy standards and set a precedent for how tech companies respond to government overreach. It's a story we'll be watching closely. Next up, let's talk about Honeycrisp, a new deep learning framework designed specifically for Apple's ecosystem. Created by a developer who recently reconnected with Apple products, Honeycrisp aims to bring a distinctly Apple-like experience to machine learning. Unlike existing frameworks like MLX, Honeycrisp is deeply integrated with Apple's specialized hardware, such as the Neural Engine and GPU. It introduces a tensor data type for handling multidimensional arrays and supports asynchronous computations, aligning perfectly with Swift's error handling model. One standout feature is its modular backend system, which allows developers to tap into various hardware accelerators. Honeycrisp also simplifies neural network declarations using property wrappers, making it easier to manage parameters and gradients. While it may not outperform MLX in GPU-heavy tasks, its focus on debugging and error handling makes it a valuable tool for experimentation and learning. The creator emphasizes that this is a personal project, but its unique approach could inspire others to explore deep learning on Apple platforms. If you're into AI and Swift, this is definitely worth checking out. Now, let's shift gears to security. Michael Simon from Macworld recently highlighted a phishing scam targeting iPhone users. The scam involved a text message claiming an unpaid toll and urging recipients to reply with Y to activate a malicious link. Fortunately, Apple's iOS 18 security features have made such scams far less effective. Hyperlinks from unknown senders are automatically disabled, making it harder for scammers to trick users. The poorly crafted message, with its overly long sender name and blatant request, was unlikely to fool many. Simon points out that while no system is foolproof, Apple's proactive security measures significantly reduce the risk of falling victim to such attacks. It's another example of how Apple continues to prioritize user safety in an increasingly digital world. Finally, let's take a quick detour to New York City, where innovation is reshaping housing design. Architects Sam Allison-Main and Sebastian Mendez, through their company, Tank House, are challenging the city's utilitarian housing norms. Their latest project in Brooklyn's Fort Greene neighborhood is a striking pink building with shared terraces and open landings, inspired by Spanish architect Ricardo Bofill. Collaborating with the architecture firm SOIL, the team has turned New York's strict zoning laws into a canvas for creativity. Their designs emphasize livable outdoor spaces and community connection, incorporating practical elements like wire mesh balustrades and thoughtfully arranged courtyards. While their projects aren't affordable by traditional standards, they're working on a larger rental tower that aims to include more accessible units. Allison-Main believes their approach offers valuable lessons for rethinking urban housing design. It's a refreshing take on how architecture can balance aesthetics, functionality, and community. That's all for today's episode of the Apple Daily News. From privacy battles in the UK to innovative frameworks like Honeycrisp and Apple's ongoing commitment to security, it's clear that technology continues to shape our world in profound ways. Don't forget to check the episode notes for links to all the stories we covered. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow with more Apple news and insights.